Hello everyone, welcome to another quick episode of the Web3 Experience. Today we got a special guest. I'd like to introduce you to ZEIN.
Hey guys, my name is ZEIN. I'm the founder of Verse.
Revolutionizing music NFTs, building a platform that helps musicians, artists, creators find a way to build a community and then be able to reward them through Web3. So I'd love to hear more about what you're building and how you can impact the music industry.
Yeah, thank you, man. So yeah, what Verse is, we're essentially a music streaming platform where we're going after independent musicians. You guys better pretty much know musicians for the past 10, 15 years have been taken advantage of, where they get inadequate pay for the music that they produce. It takes thousands of hours, time in the studio. You already know what goes on.
Yeah.
And then you get 1 million plays on Spotify and you make like $3-4 grand. So what we're trying to do is change the music industry. And essentially what that means is we're going 50-50 ad splits directly to musicians based off their fan stream time. And then we're giving musicians the ability to create music NFTs, which will be collectible tracks that they can sell directly to their fans, whether it be exclusive tracks that they've never released before, access to like concerts, shows, whatever it may be. And then we're giving fans the ability to also partake in our ecosystem. And what that means is they're gonna host our nodes in a decentralized network. And that basically, think of it as like a digital jukebox. So you as a fan, we run a digital jukebox on your computer, hosting all the musicians on our platform music. And when somebody streams that music off your computer, you earn rewards for it in our token, as well as transaction fees and other things. So it's a pretty crazy concept that we're trying to come up with. But we believe that it'll actually revolutionize music streaming for the better, not only for as a company that can prosper off of it, but for musicians for the first time get paid what they're owed. And now fans get to partake in the better of music from that. So it's pretty sick.
That is amazing. I know for a lot of people, they may not know the actual model for monetization on Apple Music, on Spotify, and how it kind of tends to lean towards the people at the top, and it extracts value from independent artists, people trying to break into the music industry, making it really tough to make a name for yourself. So like Web3, adopting music NFTs is a way to separate yourself. Can you give people a little perspective on how you think they should do that as an independent artist moving into this new space?
Yeah, for those that aren't familiar, the way it kind of works in the music business currently is that you'll get your music listed onto, let's say, Spotify. You'll have 1 million plays. You get paid out 3 to 6 months later. After those plays have already occurred, you get paid out, if you had 1 million plays, let's say about $3,500. Then you as that musician, of course, you got management, you got producers, maybe you got a collab on that track. So that $3 grand after you pay everybody out might end up being like $1,500, $2 grand. Now you just put thousands of hours and work into dropping a dope track. You got it released, all this marketing behind it to get plays, and you made $2,000. So the way we're looking at Web3 is, yeah, there's still a attractive manner of musicians wanting to get their music out to everybody on these platforms. So you have to have streaming because, again, users like free music now. They just do. But you have to be able to use music NFTs in a manner where now you can create deeper ties to your fan base. And it's not just you're buying that music, so you're not buying an MP3, you're buying access to something. And that's where the true utility comes for each different musician. Maybe it's access to their concert that they're booked at. Maybe it's access to, helping produce their next drop that they're going to put out. There's all different facets. You even see with some companies out there doing like revenue splits that, hey, I might make 10 grand on Spotify and Apple all year. Well, because you hold my music NFT that I dropped, now you get, 10% of it. So there's all sorts of facets. It's pretty cool, actually. And I think every musician out there should start to look at it. Don't look at it as something scary. Take some time to learn about the Web3 ability and ways now you can monetize out there. And trust me, it's going to be the new wave. Give it 3 to 5 years, where everybody will be dropping a music NFT at some point, also called a collectible track or collectible album. But yeah, man, it's pretty sick.
That's awesome. You know what it is I think a lot of when you tap into the music community and the loyal fans, they always want to be the first, right? They always want to be the first fan and they want everybody to know that they were the first. Yeah. So it's like if everything's on chain, let's say a musician mints their album cover as a piece of art and fractionalizes it as NFTs. Everything's on chain, right? And then who was the earliest supporters of that artist and they can get rewarded in perpetuity on the blockchain. Yeah. So it's an interesting way of verifying who was the most loyal supporter and how early you got into an artist, man. Because I know a lot of people like Jack Harlow blew up like, oh, I knew that guy. It's like, show me the receipts. You know what I mean? It's like now with everything on chain, music on chain, there's no lying.
Yeah, you can even see like who your first supporters were, just as you're saying, or who your biggest supporters are. Like you can literally look on chain. All right, XYZ is supporting me. They've already bought 500 of my collectibles.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so, that's my top fan. You know what? Maybe I'll fly them out to my next concert. Maybe we're gonna go do something special for this person. Or you can see who my top 10 super fans are. The benefits of blockchain with music is that you're actually able to see stuff on chain. It's very transparent. So you're absolutely right on that. Like actually getting to see who your diehard fans are is clutch for musicians.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the insight, man. It's really important that a lot of artists understand what's to come and find new ways to monetize yourselves and separate yourselves as an entrepreneur and as a creative. So thank you guys. Thanks.
Appreciate it.